Hello guys. I am Keniso. This is my team, but we have like many members, but we only came with these 5 teams. So our brewing team is more like a non-profit organization, trying to get everyone busy, forget drugs and focus on beer. Anyway, these are all master students, biochemists. We call ourselves the lab rats because the only reason we do beer, we just want to have fun in the lab. We just play around. We want to win. I mean, it's a competition, but otherwise, for us, brewing is just fun. Before I move on, hey, you guys have all the fancy systems, and we really envy you. But if you look at that top corner, that's our system, or we're still using the old system, of which we're really proud of. We love it. Probably not going to change it. I know earlier Anton said they gave us the kit. Yes, that went to chemistry, not biochemistry. So we use our old kit. Like I said, we have a big team. These are the members of the lab rats. And this is basically our process. Every time we speak of beer, this is what we actually do. We have nothing fancy or shiny that we can show you. It's gonna sound weird. We don't have fancy stuff, but we do have a generator, so load shedding is never an issue for us. That's a positive. So I'll let my team members take you through the beer styles that they did.
Hello, everyone. My name is Daniel. I'll take you through our African Wild Ale, nicknamed the Catalyst. We named it the Catalyst due to product sampling. We noticed that after half a cup, our members, in a short period of time, went from sober to highly intoxicated. So that's quite an effect. So here in the name of our lab rats, we embodied our scientific nature, and therefore we looked up through plenty of literature, and we found out that banana yeast isolated from banana, actually produces a significant amount of ethanol. So based on literature, and also here we aim to do everything African. So here, shout out to Nigeria for publishing this wonderful literature. And what I wanted to do is, we also compared our yeast from yeast isolated orange pills as well as pineapples, and we found out that our fermentation, as you can see in the bottom corner, level of fermentation of banana yeast was very good. It was actually exceptional. So we continue with using our banana yeast to brew our African Wild Ale, and we found out that here, which you'll see tomorrow, hopefully all come to our station. And this has a dark brown color, low carbonation, with a slight chocolate aroma, as well as it's very drinkable. And fun fact, since you all asked, African Wild Ale was the beer that first convinced me to join the brewing club. So round of applause for the new addition of the brewing family. Thanks so much, guys. And my colleague will take us to the mistress.
Good evening. That was too loud. Essentially, my name is Togozani. I'll be taking you through our international amber lager, which is classified as a BJCP style 2B. So you are wondering why we named it the Mistress. It is because of its subtle nature and its ability to make you feel at home even when you're away from home. Trust me, guys, it's that amazing. So essentially what we did different from last year's lager is that we used a different yeast which was provided by the Lawlandman company, yes, which was the diamond yeast. After meshing, after the initial process of brewing, we fermented the beer for 6 days at a temperature of 20 degrees Celsius. After that, after the primary fermentation, we then aged the beer at lower temperatures between 13 and 15 degrees, which produced a final alcohol by volume percent of 5.5. And after that, from what I tasted from the beer, I can accurately say that we hit most of the targets because there was limited hop aroma. In fact, there was no hop aroma. It was a very malty beer, and after the appearance, it was very clear, and it also gave an amber color. It's a very beautiful beer, and I'm proud of my work, and I really hope that you guys come to our station so that you get to witness a work of art. Thank you.
Hi everyone. So the butterfly effect is our sour beer, and we termed it the butterfly effect because of the sourness. It's almost as if butterflies were running in your mouth. So we use the Berliner Weiss style, and we use the kettle sour method. So my study primarily focuses on lactobacilli isolation from different parts of the body. So we had to isolate the lactobacilli in order to sour the beer. But don't worry, for this for this beer, we didn't isolate from any parts of the body. We isolated from probiotics, which are just supplements. So you don't have to worry about getting sick or whatever. So the kettle sour method basically works by just, it's a wheat base, so we mashed our wheat, and then we added the lactobacilli once our worts had cooled. And afterwards, we killed the lactobacillus by boiling the worts, and then we fermented for 6 days. So this beer is easy drinking, and it's smooth because of the wheat, and it's also a breakfast beer. So I would highly recommend that on a Monday, to get rid of the Monday blues, you drink this beer.
Good evening, everyone. Okay, that was too loud. I'm here to present about our craft, which is summer ale. It's actually a nice beer to have in summer. I'm sure most people here probably have watched Game of Thrones. There's a saying, winter is coming, but for us we'll say summer is coming. So you gotta be ready for summer. And you can be ready with this beer because it's a summer beer. It's a cooling, it gives you that cooling effect when you're taking it. Personally, I prefer this beer on sunsets. That's why it's called sunset. Because on sunset, you're done with all your day's work. You're tired. You want something to help you calm down, cool down. And I prefer taking our sunset beer because I just get to calm down, eh? So, as you can see, it is yellow in color. You know, it is said that all things that are perfect are gold, right? And I see nothing but perfection when I look at it because it's yellow in color. And in terms of percentage, well, it's almost the same as the beer I'm holding. It's 5.5. So, So, yeah, this is our summer ale. It's a nice beer. Cooling effect, chill vibes. Yeah, the summer ale was actually when it was crafted. It was crafted using this like BJCP style, which was the American Pale Ale, 18B. Yeah. So yeah, in terms of taste, you'd expect to get that bitter flavor. It is a beer after all, so you get the bitter flavor. And about this craft of ours, when you smell it, actually, the aroma you get there, it's a citrus flavor. So yeah, it's a very nice beer. So I'd recommend everyone, before you get to summer, ladies and gentlemen, summer beer. Thank you.
Okay, lastly, we have an IPA, which we name Umgeni. That's basically what identifies us as PMB citizens. I mean, Umgeni, if you don't know, it's a famous river that starts from PMB and flows down to Durban and meets the sea. Okay, so when we designed this, we had to be scientific, and I mean, we are lab rats, so we had to be scientific at the same time, be creative and try to make something that we know we own it, you know. Funny story is, when we started joining the brewing team, all of us, no one ever liked IPAs. Like, we used to find them bitter and just ugly. But after some times, after understanding you guys, how you do things, I mean, we've seen your presentations and I know, we've seen Thousand Hills winning a lot last year. We had to take notes. So we had to come up with something that says IPA, this is us, we have to be unique. IPA allows us that a range of uniqueness, because even if it is a brown IPA, your brown IPA must be different to ours, you know. I'm not going to go into details how we made it, because we're trying to preserve the recipe. We loved it, so it's ours. Winning or not, we're keeping the recipe. We'll come and compete with it next year, even if it doesn't win. So reason we used a zebra, there are two facts. Most of you, I don't know if you know them, but if you don't know, a zebra, every zebra stripes, they're just unique. They kind of like fingerprints. They identify each zebra by its zebra stripes patterns. So that's what we're trying to go for with this beer. Our beer has to be unique and be lovable. And I mean, we have a zebra, which is blue, and it is a unicorn. It's a rare species, like, you can't see it anywhere. And I promise you, if you come, if you ever feel like driving down and you find yourself in PMP, you can come and just taste our unique beer. We don't bite, and we don't ban people, we only ban libraries if we strike. Anyway, thank you guys. Like I said, I'm not going to bore you with all the numbers. You know the style, it's a brown IPA. It's based on the style that was published in the BJSAP guide, but otherwise, that's our beer. I'm not going to tell you most of the ingredients that went in there, but tomorrow we'll have a station there you can taste our identity as PMP civilians. Thank you so much, and you guys are lucky you have Heineken as sponsors. This is our sponsor, Charles Hunter, and very much thanks to him. He started the whole thing, and we've been building up on it, and we love every moment of it. And also thanks so much to Lalaman Yeast for sponsoring the yeast, and being the leopards that we are, we can also issue a warning, watch out. We're going to generate our own yeast. In the future, we're going to compete with our own yeast. Thank you so much, guys.